Europe is widely known for its rich history, cultural treasures, and bustling cities, but there are parts of the continent that are surprisingly empty. While countries like France, Germany, and the UK are densely populated, many others are sparsely inhabited, leading to the question, why? The reasons behind this emptiness are not because these countries lack beauty or history. In fact, many of them are stunningly picturesque, brimming with natural wonders, rich traditions, and captivating landscapes. Instead, the low population density can often be traced to a combination of geography, challenging economic conditions, harsh climates, migration trends, and limited urbanization. Many of these nations are located in remote or hard-to-reach areas, have vast natural landscapes that are not conducive to large-scale settlements, or simply face economic difficulties that push their citizens to look for better opportunities elsewhere. In this piece, we'll explore some of the most fascinatingly empty countries in Europe, their histories, and the unique challenges they face, all while uncovering the hidden gems these places offer to those who venture there. Number 10. Liechtenstein, a tiny country with big appeal. Liechtenstein is a country so small it could fit into London 150 times with plenty of space left over. Nestled between Switzerland and Austria, this tiny principality spans only 160 square kilometers, making it the sixth smallest country in the world. Despite its breathtaking alpine beauty, low crime rates, and status as a tax haven, Liechtenstein's population is a modest 39,000 people. The reasons for its low population stem mainly from the country's size. There simply isn't enough room for extensive urban growth. Moreover, its unique economic structure plays a significant role. Liechtenstein boasts one of the highest GDP per capita rates in the world, exceeding $165,000, yet it has more jobs than people. Many of the workers here commute daily from neighboring countries like Switzerland and Austria, as it is difficult for non-residents to gain permanent residency. Although it's an economic powerhouse, Liechtenstein thrives on quality over quantity and remains a peaceful, tight-knit community set against a backdrop of pristine nature. Number 9. Finland, a vast land of space and solitude. Finland, a country that spans over 338,000 square kilometers, is nearly the size of Germany yet is home to only 5.5 million people. The reason for its sparse population is deeply rooted in geography and climate. Finland's natural features, including dense forests, thousands of lakes, and its brutal winters, create stunning yet uninhabitable areas that limit the growth of urban centers. More than 75% of the country is covered in forests, with an additional 10% taken up by water, which leaves limited space for large populations. Winter temperatures often dip below -30 degrees Celsius, and in some regions, polar nights leave parts of the country in total darkness for weeks. However, Finland's economy remains strong, with thriving industries in technology, design, and forestry, and it is known as one of the happiest countries in the world, having ranked at the top for several consecutive years. Finland's urbanization is primarily concentrated in southern cities like Helsinki and Tampere, while the northern regions, such as Lapland, remain sparsely populated. Despite the low population density, Finland's residents find happiness in their connection to nature, fresh air, and the ethereal beauty of phenomena like the Northern Lights. Number 8. Sweden, embracing space and sustainability. Sweden is another Scandinavian country where space is abundant, yet the population is surprisingly low. Home to over 100,000 lakes and vast forests, Sweden's natural beauty is undeniable, but the country's 10.5 million people are spread across an area of 450,000 square kilometers, making its population density one of the lowest in Europe at only 25 people per square kilometer. This emptiness is primarily due to the country's geography, with many Swedes residing in the southern regions, particularly along the coastline, leaving the northern two-thirds sparsely inhabited. Northern Sweden, known as Norrland, is characterized by dense forests, rugged mountains, and harsh winters, making it less suitable for large settlements. Despite its low population density, Sweden is economically prosperous, with a high standard of living and a GDP per capita of around $60,000. Sweden's low birth rate and urbanization trends have contributed to its depopulation in rural areas, but its commitment to sustainability, minimalism, and quality of life has helped preserve the balance between modern living and a deep connection to nature. Number 7. Iceland, a land of fire and ice. Iceland is one of Europe's least populated nations, with a population of just 380,000 spread across 103,000 square kilometers. Despite its spectacular volcanic landscapes, glacier, and hot springs, Iceland's isolation and harsh climate have historically kept its population small. Located in the North Atlantic, 1,000 kilometers from mainland Europe, Iceland can be difficult to reach, and its long, dark winters and unpredictable weather patterns are not ideal for settling. The country's economy, however, is thriving, with a GDP per capita of around $85,000, driven by industries such as tourism, fishing, and renewable energy. Iceland's population is largely concentrated in its capital, Reykjavik, while the rest of the island is sparsely populated, with vast stretches of lava fields, glacier, and fjords. Iceland's commitment to sustainability, with nearly 100% of its electricity coming from renewable sources, has limited urban sprawl, preserving the country's natural beauty. Despite its small size, Iceland's cultural impact is significant, with a rich Viking heritage and contributions to modern music. For Icelanders, the allure of solitude and nature far outweighs the challenges posed by their isolated location. Number 6. Latvia, quiet charms and rural beauty. Latvia, with a population of just 1.8 million people, is one of Europe's most sparsely populated countries, with only 28 people per square kilometer. Located along the Baltic Sea, Latvia offers a rich history, stunning medieval architecture, and lush forests. However, much of the country remains quiet, especially in its rural areas. The reasons for Latvia's low population are rooted in both its Soviet past and current economic challenges. Following its independence from the Soviet Union in 1991, Latvia faced significant economic upheaval, and many young people migrated to Western Europe in search of better opportunities. Even today, Latvia continues to lose population due to high rates of outmigration, particularly from rural areas. Despite this, Latvia boasts a growing tech sector and has become known for its high-speed internet and digital innovations. Its natural landscapes, including vast forests, pristine lakes, and beautiful beaches, remain largely untouched, offering a peaceful and tranquil lifestyle for those who choose to stay. Number 5. Russia, vast, remote, and inhabited by few. Russia, the largest country in the world, is home to only 146 million people, making its population density one of the lowest globally, with just 9 people per square kilometer. Russia's emptiness is primarily due to its size and climate. The country spans 17.1 million square kilometers and covers 11 time zones, with vast expanses of land, especially in Siberia, that are difficult to inhabit. While cities like Moscow and St. Petersburg are bustling, Siberia and the Russian Far East remain sparsely populated, primarily due to the harsh climate, which can reach temperatures as low as -50 degrees Celsius during winter. Additionally, many rural areas have seen significant population declines as younger generations migrate to cities or abroad in search of better economic opportunities. Despite its vast wilderness, including icy tundras and towering mountain ranges, Russia's economic challenges, uneven wealth distribution, and demographic decline continue to contribute to its low population in many regions. Yet, Russia's immense natural beauty and rugged landscapes make it an adventurer's paradise. Number 4. Norway, a land of fjords and few people. Norway, known for its stunning fjords, mountainous landscapes, and long coastline, is another country with a surprisingly low population density. With just 5.5 million residents spread across 385,000 square kilometers, Norway's population density is just 15 people per square kilometer. The majority of Norwegians live along the southern coastline, while the northern regions remain sparsely populated due to their rugged terrain, harsh winters, and extended periods of darkness during the winter months. Economically, Norway thrives, with a GDP per capita of around $88,000, driven by its oil and gas industry, fisheries, and renewable energy sectors. However, the country's birth rate remains low, and many rural areas struggle to attract residents. Despite its low population density, Norway offers a high standard of living, a robust welfare system, and a deep connection to nature. The country's vast wilderness, including the northern lights and iconic fjords, remains relatively untouched, attracting millions of tourists while maintaining a peaceful solitude. Number 3. Estonia, digital innovation amidst rural quiet. Estonia, a small Baltic country with a population of just 1.3 million, is one of Europe's most digitally advanced nations, offering e-residency, online voting, and a highly digitized public sector. However, despite its innovations, Estonia remains sparsely populated, with just 30 people per square kilometer. Much of Estonia's low population density can be attributed to its history, including decades of Soviet occupation, which caused many Estonians to emigrate. The country also faces challenges from a low birth rate of 1.6 children per woman and high levels of outmigration from rural areas to urban centers or other countries. Despite this, Estonia is economically strong, with a GDP per capita of $27,000, driven by technology, timber, and manufacturing industries. Much of the country retains its rural charm, with over half its land covered in forests. Estonia's capital, Tallinn, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its medieval architecture, while the rest of the country remains a peaceful, nature-filled haven for those seeking tranquility. Number 2. Portugal, quiet beauty amidst a rich history. Portugal, with over 1,800 kilometers of coastline and a rich maritime history, has a surprisingly low population density considering its historical significance. With a population of just over 10.3 million spread across 92,000 square kilometers, the country averages around 112 people per square kilometer. However, much of Portugal's population is concentrated in urban centers like Lisbon and Porto, leaving vast stretches of countryside nearly empty, especially in regions like Alentejo. Portugal's rural-urban divide is largely due to migration, with younger generations moving to cities for work and opportunities, leaving behind aging populations in quieter areas. The country's economic struggles, particularly after the 2008 financial crisis, have also led to increased emigration. Despite these challenges, Portugal's low population density adds to its charm, with golden beaches, vineyards, and medieval towns offering a serene and laid-back lifestyle for those who stay. Number 1. Bulgaria, a country of ancient treasures and untapped potential. Bulgaria, a country with a rich cultural heritage, breathtaking mountains, and ancient archaeological treasures, remains one of Europe's least populated nations. With a population of just under 7 million people spread across 111,000 square kilometers, Bulgaria has faced challenges related to economic hardship, migration, and a low birth rate. In recent decades, many Bulgarians have moved abroad in search of better opportunities, particularly to Western Europe. The country's economy, while growing, still struggles with the legacy of communism, and many rural areas are experiencing depopulation. The birth rate in Bulgaria is also concerning, at just 1.5 children per woman. However, the country's natural beauty, including the Rila and Pirin Mountains, the Black Sea coastline, and the ancient town of Plovdiv, continues to attract tourists from all over the world. Bulgaria is home to some of the oldest and most significant archaeological sites in Europe, such as the Thracian tomb of Kazanlak and the ancient city of Nessebar. Despite its low population, Bulgaria remains a country with rich history, vibrant traditions, and untapped potential. In conclusion, Europe is home to many fascinating countries where the population density is low, but the natural beauty, culture, and history are undeniably rich. Each of these countries offers a unique lifestyle that values space, serenity, and a deep connection to nature, despite facing challenges like economic hardship, migration, or harsh climates. These sparsely populated destinations continue to captivate visitors with their charm, proving that sometimes, emptiness can be a virtue.